Charles the Bold, the last Duke of Burgundy, was a man of destiny. His life was marked by a relentless pursuit of power and a vision that extended beyond the horizons of his time. Welcome to Cryptic Mystic Vault, where we explore the enigmatic tales and unsolved puzzles of history. Born into power and privilege, he inherited a legacy of ambition. From a young age, Charles was groomed to lead, surrounded by the opulence and grandeur of the Burgundian court. From his father, Philip the Good, he learned statecraft and diplomacy. These lessons were not just theoretical, they were the bedrock of his future endeavors. Charles embraced these lessons, aiming to surpass his father's achievements. He was not content with merely maintaining the status quo. He sought to expand and solidify his power. The Burgundian court was a center of art and culture, yet political tensions simmered beneath the surface. Charles was acutely aware of the delicate balance he needed to maintain. Charles understood that maintaining Burgundy's independence required a firm hand. He was prepared to use both diplomacy and military might to achieve his goals. As he grew older, his ambition burned brighter. His vision for Burgundy was grander than anyone could have imagined, and he was determined to make it a reality. His father entrusted him with increasing responsibility, recognizing his potential. Charles took these responsibilities seriously, proving himself time and again. Charles emerged as a formidable figure, ready to claim his destiny. His reputation as a leader grew, and so did the challenges he faced. His story, a tale of grand ambition and tragic downfall, would become a cautionary reminder of the fickle nature of power. The legacy of Charles the Bold is a testament to the heights of human ambition and the depths of its potential consequences. Charles the Bold inherited a realm of immense wealth and strategic importance. His inheritance was not just a collection of lands, but a region that held significant influence in the political landscape of medieval Europe. The Duchy of Burgundy held a pivotal position in Europe, strategically located between France and the Holy Roman Empire. This made it a crucial player in the power dynamics of the time. Yet for Charles, this was not enough. He was driven by a vision far grander than what he had inherited. He envisioned a unified Burgundian kingdom to rival France and the Holy Roman Empire. This ambition was not merely about territorial expansion, it was about creating a legacy that would endure for generations. This vision consumed Charles, shaping his every decision. Every move he made was calculated to bring him closer to his dream. He sought to transform Burgundy into a centralized state with a powerful standing army. This required not only military strength, but also administrative reforms to ensure loyalty and efficiency. Achieving this required more than military might. He needed to be a shrewd diplomat and strategist. Charles engaged in complex negotiations, forming alliances and making strategic marriages to strengthen his position. Charles coveted territories that would connect his holdings, securing trade routes. Control over these routes would not only enhance his wealth, but also his influence over neighboring regions. His expansionist policy brought him into conflict with King Louis XV of France. The tension between the two leaders escalated, leading to numerous skirmishes and battles. Charles's dream was bold and audacious, promising to reshape Europe, but leading to war and betrayal. His relentless pursuit of a unified Burgundian kingdom ultimately set the stage for dramatic confrontations that would echo through history. Charles the Bold was born for war. From a young age, he displayed an insatiable appetite for battle and conquest. He possessed a natural talent for military strategy and siege warfare. His ability to read the battlefield and anticipate enemy moves was unparalleled. He modernized his armies with the latest weaponry and instilled discipline. His soldiers were not only well-equipped but also well-trained, making them a formidable force. His campaigns were marked by ruthlessness and strategic brilliance. He was known for his ability to execute complex maneuvers that left his enemies bewildered. Charles ensured his armies were well provisioned for lengthy sieges. He understood the importance of logistics and made sure his troops had everything they needed. His military prowess was evident in his early campaigns, subduing rebellious cities. These victories not only expanded his territory but also solidified his reputation as a fearsome leader. He expanded his realm through strategic conquests, gaining wealth and prestige. Each victory brought him more power and resources, further fueling his ambitions. However, his relentless pursuit of conquest drained his treasury and stretched his armies thin. The constant warfare took a toll on his resources and his men. His reliance on mercenaries undermined his long-term stability. These hired soldiers were loyal only as long as they were paid, creating a fragile foundation for his military might. The seeds of his downfall were sown in the victories that brought him glory. Despite his triumphs, the cracks in his empire began to show, hinting at the challenges that lay ahead. Their rivalry was a battle of wits between two cunning rulers. Louis, known as the Universal Spider, recognized the threat Charles posed. He dedicated himself to undermining Charles's ambitions. Their rivalry played out like a complex game of chess. Louis employed spies, assassins and propaganda to weaken Charles. He fomented rebellion among Charles's vassals and forged alliances with his enemies. Charles underestimated Louis's cunning, viewing him as a scheming weakling. This miscalculation proved fatal as Louis's strategies chipped away at Charles's power. The clash between Charles and Louis shaped the political landscape for generations. Margaret of York played a crucial role in the Burgundian alliance. Her marriage to Charles the Bold in 1468 was a strategic union. Margaret brought political connections and a keen diplomatic mind. She became an influential figure in the Burgundian court, advocating for her husband's ambitions. Her presence symbolized the merging of English and Burgundian interests. Margaret's efforts were instrumental in maintaining the stability and strength of Charles's rule. Charles the Bold faced significant resistance from the nobility. The feudal system was built on a delicate balance of power. Charles's ambitions to consolidate authority threatened this balance. Many nobles viewed his policies as a challenge to their privileges. They resisted his attempts to impose greater control over their lands and revenues. This resistance manifested in rebellion and defiance. The struggle between the nobility and Charles's centralizing ambitions shaped the political dynamics of his reign. The Burgundian Wars marked the final chapter of Charles the Bold's ambitions. These wars pitted Charles against a coalition of enemies. The conflict climaxed at the Battle of Nancy in 1477. Charles, determined to reclaim lost territories, led his troops with boldness. However, his forces were outnumbered and outmaneuvered. The battle ended in a catastrophic defeat for Charles, who was killed. His death marked the end of the Burgundian state as an independent power. The Burgundian Wars signaled the decline of feudal principalities and the rise of centralized nation-states. If Charles the Bold had succeeded in his ambitions, the political landscape of Europe would have been drastically different. The Burgundian kingdom could have become a dominant power, potentially rivaling France and the Holy Roman Empire. This might have led to a more fragmented Europe, with Burgundy influencing the balance of power. Trade routes and alliances would have shifted, possibly delaying the rise of nation-states and altering the course of European history. The Burgundian kingdom, with its strategic position and wealth, could have played a pivotal role in shaping European politics, culture, and economics. Imagine a Europe where the Burgundian court, with its rich patronage of the arts, becomes the cultural centre instead of Renaissance Italy. The influence of Burgundy could have extended far beyond its borders, creating a legacy that would be felt for centuries. Such an alternative history underscores the profound impact individual rulers and their ambitions can have on the course of history. The fall of Charles the Bold at the Battle of Nancy was not just the end of his dreams, but a turning point that shaped the future of Europe as we know it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more mind-blowing discoveries and thrilling adventures into the past.